Good times for all to be had. Now we're going to go into the movie review section of Wham! Video Part 6.
Okay.
Part 6.
Part 6. It makes you... it's so bad you have a stroke when you say it.
Probably.
Part 6.
Halloween Night has released, everybody. Halloween Night is a much looked forward to as far as Halloween fans go. Fan film that's come out. It clocks in at nearly an hour long. It just got released on YouTube last week, and some awesome dudes making this stuff.
Really good guys.
They put our names in the credits of the video
Really happy
because
for
they're
you.
nice fucking people.
Thanks, man.
They spent their own time and hard work to make this Halloween fan film,
and it looks fantastic,
dude.
You guys did an amazing job with with the lighting, with the filming, with the music. The music was fucking dope. You guys put really good music in there. It's definitely, it has its moments as far as like, especially like for me, like when I was watching it, there's one specific scene. I don't want to give the movie away, but there's one specific scene when the chick is getting killed, or she almost is going to get killed at the end, and they kind of blur it like in and out, and that Michael. The way that they're shooting Michael looks fucking amazingly good. Yeah. And they're not scared to show Burt Reynolds' chest at all, because Michael Myers is rocking that Burt Reynolds chest.
He's got this,
and
it's
smooth.
The V-neck.
It's smooth.
It's a Michael Myers V-neck thing.
Yeah, dude, like it flows really well. Like, I had an easy time watching. It was a really easy watch. Overall, like, man, you guys really worked your asses off on it. And I gotta say, you guys used like the best quality shit that you could use to make this film happen. And God bless you, sir. God bless you. Maybe have another. You've done great. You've done a good job.
It's true, man. From the opening, like I had no idea it was this long. I had planned on us just doing a reaction video to it and watching it. I had no idea that it was an hour long as a Halloween fan film, and that's so fucking cool. And you imagine the time and the money that they put into this and the effort, and it's so fucking cool. And they all seem like super nice guys and everything. But when the movie starts out, the first thing I noticed, man, there's like a sky shot, and I'm like, damn, like that.
And then the music kicks in.
It reminded me of, for one, it reminded me of Never Hike Alone when they were using the drones to get those badass shots. There's a really nice shot of like the city landscape of what's going on, and then the music kicks in. And the music, and they use music from, they use some of John Carpenter's score. They use some of the 2018 score.
Well, it was. I had to look it up. I had forgot. I know the song, but I didn't know the name. It's "Lunatic Fringe" by Red Rider.
Yeah,
and that's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
because it fits perfectly.
And the music's placed well throughout the entire movie. It's really well done. It's awesome. And again, they use stuff from other Halloween movies in it, but it fits really well the way that they do it. But the first thing I noticed, man, the first scene that you got, and again, we won't give away any of the plot. We're gonna put the link to the video down below so you guys can watch it.
You got to get on that, son.
But the first thing I noticed, man, is when they go into this warehouse and this dude comes up. He's like, "Hey, you going to the party tonight?" First off, JP, the main guy in the movie, dude, great. You look exactly like the dude from fucking Supernatural, and a good actor too, man. Like,
which one?
I don't know which one's Sam or which one's Dean. The one that doesn't have the long hair. The one with the short hair. Dead on, man. Just straight. The way he dresses, the way he talks, everything. Like, I got really good actor.
I got a different vibe. He looked like I can't remember that motherfucker's name. He looked like the guy from National Treasure, like the sidekick guy.
I get that. Yeah, I get that.
Like, you look like that dude, not in a bad way, but you look like him.
Hey, Katie.
Yeah.
Which Sam or Dean? Short hair.
Wait. Dean is the short hair. Sam.
Dean, dude,
Jimmy Dean.
Dead on reminded me of Dean from Supernatural. Like the way he acted, the way he talked, the way he looked, everything.
The one from Bloody Valentine.
Yeah, the one from My Bloody Valentine. Dead on him, dude. Really good acting job, and he was like all over. Like he did a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
With this. Really good acting job, and the dude that first comes in to talk to him, one of the first victims, I'll just say.
I want to say
really good acting, man. Like for real. Like I know they say it with fan films or whatever, and we never say bad. We don't shit on anything.
Yeah, man, it's hard work
because like you guys are working, you're doing this yourselves, and that like nobody wants to shit on that because it's impressive. But honest to God, like the first opening scene there, the dialogue that was going on, I was like, this is like top level shit.
And by the way, we would take a dump on it if it was fucking awful and went against everything.
I just wouldn't review it.
Yeah,
honestly.
or something. But, I would take a dump on it either way. But, you guys did really good. That guy that came in, the friend of you, JP, he fawns walked in and he fawns walked to his death. And by the way, I'm just going to point out, like, while that music is going, while you're having that music play and Michael shows up and he does what he does, I felt like it was Wes Scantlin from Puddle of Mud, because the guy's got long ass fucking hair, and like Rob Zombie's Tyler Mane, and when he was killing that guy, I just felt like it was Wes Scantlin, like killing like his career.
He
Not
rambled in.
Yeah, not that the guy was bad. I'm just saying like the way he was doing it, it's like it looked like Wes Scantlin. But either way, you also had a guy that looked like Nick Kroll. By the way, you had a guy that was the Cobra Kai fucking dude, and I like that scene a lot. And he was like, "Hey, he goes, don't forget, you're my Danielson driver tonight." I was like, "I like it.
You're my designated Danielson."
I liked it. I was like, that's pretty fucking good. Like I could use that. You know, I would maybe I would use that in real life, but that whole scene played out. The thing that really struck me is that you really took your time and made some cool death scenes, and then they paid off. Like there were some pretty decent death scenes in it as far as like what I didn't expect. There's one specific one that that stuck with me after I watched it. You really shot the shit out of that, because when the blood squirted up, like it looked like fucking Predator.
Yeah.
And Predator, when it was like,
yeah,
and like it spit the blood, I hit the forehead. I'm like, God, did you direct that person to be able to spit the blood up to hit the forehead?
No, they're dead now. It really happened.
I knew it. JP, you son of a bitch. You gave us fucking something that's Goosebumps related. But no, I mean, it looked really good on camera. And I mean, Mike and I make really shitty fucking like parodies and comedies and stuff like that. But I could only imagine how many times you probably filmed that particular scene to get that blood squirt just right to make it look really fucking good.
Yeah.
And that was probably the most brutal. That probably was the most brutal one.
I think it was, and it was a really good kill. And like, you know, there's so many scenes in this that you're just taken aback by, because you go, this particular scene does not look like a fan film at all. Like this looks so expensive and so fancy and so well done. And again, I really like the actors in this movie, almost from top to bottom. Almost every actor I saw just did such a good job. Even the tiniest, like the little warehouse employee roles, they did a really good job there. We're not going to talk about the plot a lot, because I feel like that's something you should experience in the movie. But I feel like people who are traditionalists, in the sense that they really love their Halloween 1, like they're really in love with Halloween 1, because some people really don't like the sequels the way we do, I think they're going to enjoy this movie a whole fucking lot, because there's so many little tie-ins and little Easter eggs and things like that tie directly into the first Halloween movie that Halloween purists and traditionalists are really going to get into. And, you know, the only thing I'll say and this is just a matter of preference. You know, this is just a matter of preference for me personally. Like, and again, we couldn't do this. You guys, the talent involved with this is fucking amazing. But for me personally, I would have went with maybe a different mask and a different look for Michael overall, because it's just everything around it and the production of it was so well done. I almost, like, the whole time I was watching, I couldn't help it but think to myself, like, I wish you guys had your own original mask. I wish you had your own original mask that you crafted for that, because I think it really just would have made its own mark.
And I'm not taking anything. We're not taking anything away from the film. The film is fucking phenomenal. You got to check it out. It really is good. I mean, they got the meats, Arby, for your fucking hardcore fans.
For sandwiches.
But even with that particular criticism that me and Michael give it, you guys still did a good job, like I mentioned at the beginning, of filming it in a certain way that looked really fucking good.
And there's certain scenes, dude, where even that mask, like, there were certain shots where it was one thing, but there were certain shots. There's one part where he walks onto the front porch of the steps, and it centers on him, and you can see his eyes really close, and it zooms into his eyes, and I was like, oh, that looks completely fucking different. Like, you took a mask that is like a normal fucking mask, and the way that you shot those scenes made it special. Again, they do a great job of going from the mask down to Michael's knife when he's holding it there.
Yeah.
And
that was a really good
directed
scene.
And the camera work is so fucking well done.
And like what I was like the particular instance of shadow and lighting that you use that really affects the mask overall and like looks really well on film is that like when I mentioned when the girl's dying and you see the blurred in and out. Yeah. Like, I don't know if you guys took the time to twist the hair to make it look more like the original mask because it looked fucking phenomenal. It looked really good in that particular scene. That was one of the things that stuck with me. And like Mike said, like the camera work is off the charts amazing. There's so many different ones to pick from that I like. One of the things I liked, it was a small one, but I can only imagine how cool or how long that might have taken. I don't know. But when you zoom in on the headlight after the one particular, I can't give away the kill, but you zoom in on the headlight and then it pulls back and the girl's getting the camera
You
ready.
hear it, but you don't see it.
But it's like, because it's like that filter thing. You use where you zoom on the headlight, it's bright light, and then boom, and then all of a sudden she's like setting up her camera, and that's the light from the camera. That was really well done. That transition to that moment was really fucking awesome.
Yeah. There's a lot of camera work in there, and it reminds me of Wes Craven's Last House on the Left, where like you can hear it happening on the screen and you don't see it. And sometimes, as long as you don't do that in the entire movie, sometimes that's even creepier than watching the death happen on screen.
Yeah, it's just it's a love project, and you can tell that you guys really went the extra mile for it. It's smart. You guys did a really good job with the script and the idea with it.
Yeah.
You guys put your hearts into it, and that shows on screen. Like that's the scariest thing about it, when you put something on film and you put it out there for everybody to judge, especially if you put a lot of time into it, whether or not that's going to come across. And that definitely came across, especially for someone like Mike and I who are hardcore Halloween fans. I'm sure other people out there that love Halloween, that definitely comes across, that you guys love the material and you can tell you respect it, and you add little Easter eggs in there. There's one particular thing I loved that I watched. I watched it twice. I watched it once with my girlfriend, and then I watched it again just to kind of get everything in that I could. But one of the things I like the best, especially the second time watching, is the fact that you paid attention to some of the kills in the original series and try to recreate it. At the end of the day, you guys fucking should be extremely proud of what you've done.
It's a goddamn movie.
Put some peanut butter on your wiener and just have a good time.
Number one, I cannot wait to see what you guys do with your talents going forward. The one thing and again, first off, dead on, like, this is shocking how good it looks.
Really,
like, it fucking throws you off how fucking high quality it looks. When you watch this, you're like, God damn, this is almost a straight up Halloween movie at certain points. Just the quality of the production that goes around it. But two, I'd really like to see, now this was a love letter to Halloween, and I get that. And there's stuff in it, like, again, and I don't want to go into any plot details because I don't want to give anything away, because it's for free. You guys can watch it. We'll put the link down below. Please watch it. But what I would love to see is you guys take all the talent that you fucking have and all the stuff that you put into this and go super original with whatever you do next. Even if it is a Halloween film. I would love to see this kind of production talent making your own Halloween story, going away from the original John Carpenter Halloween and making your own take on it, like what happens next, or what happens way down the line, or maybe a new killer, or it doesn't even have to be Halloween. But you guys have the talent, and you guys have the production quality, the way you did this, to really do something special. And while this was what it was supposed to do, a love letter to Halloween, so many things tie into the original movie, and it was done so fucking well. I cannot wait to see what you guys do with your talents doing something else going forward, because I think it's going to be pretty special.
It kind of reminds me of the same thing that happened with because again, you guys are amazingly talented. Yeah, you guys are way more talented than our mediocre wieners. We try our best, okay, but we drink Zima in the day. But it kind of reminds me of what Pony Smasher did with Lights Out. You know, if you guys took the same energy and talent for what you obviously have and put it towards an original idea, even if it's not Halloween, I think you guys could come up with something great. You guys have the camera equipment. I don't know if you rented it, but whatever, you could get it. I think that if you took that time and that energy that you have and the talent you naturally possess and put like an original horror, I think you guys would be knocking it out of the fucking park. And who knows, it could be picked up like Pony Smasher was for Lights Out. I'm just really, but you know what? If you guys wanted to stay in the Halloween realm, if you guys wanted to say making fan films and fuck it, man, do that. Like, because you're really putting out some great content, and it's really nice in today's, with what's going on with that cunt virus that's fucking killing. It's really nice to have these kind of movies, because we don't know. We just did that part of the segment of the video about the Halloween Kills movie. It's really nice to have this really fresh, nice take on Halloween and Michael Myers.
Yeah. You guys made such a legit thing, and it's so cool, and you should be so proud of yourself.
You made a lot of people happy. You,
just like me, will have a lot of aesthetical preferences that you would choose over certain points in it. Remember, these guys did this themselves, and that's so fucking impressive, man. I'm proud of you.
You know what's impressive?
My need for
speed. No, I was gonna say that you use aesthetically.
Chicken wings. Aesthetically, I like that's a
aesthetic.
But
you said aesthetically.
Aesthetically, yeah, you can do it. Aesthetically is a word.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, it fucking is.
Is it?
Yeah. You're aesthetically challenged because you wear salmon shirts. Anyways,
this isn't Sammy.
we
So
love.
you're also fucking blind.
Looks like
and
my
obviously
toothpaste.
with your
We love your fucking faces, guys.
your backward
you did a
hat
great
looks
job
like
with
fucking
those
Dennis the
movies.
Menace. But anyway, I don't know. Get a new style. But anyway, how about this? Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna also reflect on the fact that what Mike was saying in sentiments as far as like. Don't be too harsh on the film. Like, I mean, you guys out there, like, and we know, like, there's a lot of, like, Halloween fans are, like, pretty forgiving as far as, like, you know, they're accepting of a lot of things. They're not like Star Wars fans or Marvel fans where they fucking rip you apart, or even DC fans for that matter. They'll rip you apart for the fucking smallest, tiniest goddamn continuity issue or whatever you miss. Like, I said Black fucking Mantis or something, and I couldn't live that down. I can't forever. But like Mike said, it's really hard work to do these kind of movies, man, and it really takes a lot of effort to do these kind of movies. And you guys, you knocked it out of the park. Like, as far as like, it's one of the best fan films I've ever seen. Like, it really looks amazing, and you guys really did a good job. You should be proud and happy with the result that came out and the product that you gave us. So thank you and thank you for the fact that it's free, and that's always a good thing. Obviously, we don't want to pay fucking money, or we're already paying money now, like for fucking like goddamn VOD shit. So thank you for that. And keep on rocking with your socks out.
Well said, Gumby.
What?
Where's my beer?
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie. We watched it. We watched a movie. Yeah. You know what? We did a review. We watched a movie. We watched a movie.